Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I know I haven't posted in a while, but today is just going to be an update on all the projects and why I haven't been posting for a while. So stay tuned if you want to know what's happening with all the projects, everything, and a few startups maybe, if I can get them to start, because it is snowing, or snowy outside. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and enjoy. Starting out here, in the back, there's my truck. This thing is less of a project and more of a, just a keep special type of truck. Hey, Z, come here. Don't go over there. The dog's trying to go bark. Come on. Come back. ZZ. Good dog. Come on. Z. Good dog. So this thing does start. Maybe have a startup video. We'll do the startups at the end, but 1972 Dodge D100. So this thing is less of a project because it does run right now. Needs a little bit of a tune-up. But yeah, so that's that truck. We got the lawnmower over here. I made one video on this, maybe two. Well, now this thing, no engine. So maybe this summer, we're not going to do the full thing that I wanted. I wanted to put a 600cc four-cylinder with independent rear suspension. But we might still get the rear independent suspension, but we're going to do a small motor, a smaller motor. Probably like a Briggs & Stratton, something like that. Or we might just sell it, depending on how this summer goes. We have our Massey Ferguson tractor. This thing is currently stuck in between gears. Shout out to Life on the Ranch or Restoration Ranch, whichever one. They're my friends. They got their YouTube channel. You should go check them out. But he was sitting on the tractor. He didn't know exactly how this thing shifted, and it's stuck in between gears. Got to get it this summer. Get it out of the gear. Shifter's locked up. Got to pull the top off of it. But this thing does run and drive. Did drive. It does run. Over here, last thing outside is our Suburban. This thing does start. It makes a weird little click, rod, almost like a rod knock, but not quite. And the transmission leaks. So this summer, if we get all the other projects done, I'm hoping to pull the engine, go through the whole engine and transmission at the same time. So that would be another project hopefully this summer. So that's pretty much everything outside. Let's go inside because there's a lot of different stuff inside that I haven't showed you guys. Because I started school and I'm not going to post any project videos until summer break. So I'm sorry for that. This is just kind of an update video for this. To tell you guys, well, that's the reason I haven't been posting, is because I started school, and I just don't have time. Making videos it takes a good amount of time for me. So, okay, starting off in the door, we have a little engine that's gonna go in this thing. For my brother for Christmas, we're making this pit bike. And that's the engine that's going to go in it. It's a little big, but we're going to pull everything off because I got a gas tank and I think an air filter. And then, you guys have not seen these yet on the channel, but boom. This is the new addition to the channel. It's a 1993 Honda XR200. Or 200R. I think it's an XR200R. Gotta tighten some stuff. But this thing clinks a little bit. It runs and rides. I'm riding it right now. I still ride it, but I think I'm trying to do motocross next season. And I don't like the clinking if I'm going to do motocross. So there might be a series on this thing on fully rebuilding the head or replacing the head, a carburetor. Just everything on the top end will be replaced. But we'll get a startup on this today too. This is my second bike. you haven't, there's another bike. There's this bike. This is a 1981 Yamaha 250. TT 250. And this thing does run. This motor does run, and it does run perfectly. There's nothing wrong with this engine at all. The only thing wrong with this bike is I let a friend ride it. I know, a big mistake, but I let a friend ride it, and he wrecked it. And he just put a big old hole in the tank. And I can't find a tank right now, so still looking for a tank. If you guys have any idea on where I can get a 1972 or 1981 TT 250 tank, please put that in the comments below. And we can't get a startup video on this unless, yeah, there's no startup video on this because I don't want to deal with it right now. But as soon as we get the new tank, there will be a video on this thing because I've had this thing for a while. I got it right, almost right at school started. So, yeah. So these are my two new bikes. These are the two new additions to the thing, or to the channel. These are the two new additions right here. And then we have this. This is a customer's bike. This is a 1970 TS 250 two-stroke. And this thing came to me not running. And it should run right now. I think it's out of gas. Got to fill it up. And this thing came not running. We cleaned the carburetor. I think I got a new one. We have a new one coming for it because this one's not seating properly. But we're just, now that this thing runs, because we did this, this thing needed all the lines blown out, the tank blown out, all the stuff in the tank out of it, rebuild carb, and now we're getting a new carb, new spark plug, and this thing starts. I don't know if it'll start now. It might be out of gas. I'll put some gas in it. We'll try to see if this thing starts. Ooh, with the carburetor that's in it right now, though, it might not. And then we have this, another customer's bike. This thing is a Honda Nightwing, something like that, 650 street bike with 4 carburetors. This thing has 4 carbs, 4-cylinder, 4 carb. And this thing, it does not run right now. I have to pull the carbs off and redo them. I got it to start, but it's not going to right now because it needs help right now. I don't think I'm gonna make videos on those right now. We'll see. It's, with school, it's just really hard. We'll see, though. I might have a friend come over, see if they can film. And then if we walk back here, the push plow, we are at a dead end on that thing. This is going back to its owner, and we might have a continuous series at the owner's house. But for right now, it's at a standstill. Coming around to the back, we have the Jeep. I have more videos coming on this thing, so I'm not going to show you the whole, and really anything about it, because we have videos coming out on that thing. I just have to edit them and post them. So I guess let's start with the startups. First, let's go with my truck. I get the keys. Okay, I'm going to set you guys. This is a nice cold start with this thing. Light comes on. Ooh. We did an interior clean. There's pictures on my Instagram if you want to go follow that. It's Yusef in Cars. Picture of the Jeep, but we do have pictures of this thing fully cleaned up in the summer. It was really pretty. I would suggest to go look at that. Let's see. Oh, wow. Heck yeah. That thing starts right up. We're not going to be driving this thing today because I have it up on trucks. So water, because this thing leans forward a little bit for towing. And when there's water in the back, it stays in there because I don't have holes in the bed. So I had the front end lifted up for the water to drain out the back. Oh yeah, this thing sounds pretty good at the exhaust. So, that's this thing, starts up. Probably should have let it idle for a little longer, but that's okay. Nothing else out here runs right now because the Suburban's out of gas, the tractor doesn't have a battery in it, and the lawnmower doesn't have an engine. So over here, I can't start this thing yet because it's not mounted. We'll mount that, and maybe we'll get I don't know. This thing's kind of just more of a project for my brother, I guess. Let's start this thing up next. I gotta open the garage door then. Okay, I'm gonna set you guys up right here. This thing does need a choke to start. Gets stuck sometimes. Almost. Every time you kick it, the choke clicks back off, and it's super annoying. There's this bike. I'm actually surprised on how quickly it started for being snowy outside. It's so cold. Gotta tighten that bolt up, but it sounds really good. I took the insert out for the muffler because it has a spark arrestor on it. Oh, there it is. There's a spark arrestor. So just to stop any sparks, so then I can ride it on trails. But since I'm just riding it in my field, I took it off, took the thing out, and it sounds it's almost like a Harley. Not really, but I love the way that bike sounds a lot. I wish I could start this bike up for you, but it just won't. Or there's not enough gas in it right now, and no tank. But I think we can try putting some gas in this thing. Check the oil on it. I'll check the oil, put some gas in it, and we'll see if we can start it. Okay, got some gas in it, filled that thing up. So let's see here. Gotta get my right key out here. Turn it on. Choke on. This thing has a tendency to run away, so I think I fixed that problem, but we'll see. It's right here. Perfect. Nicely. 2 kicks. I'm very pleased with that. Very, very pleased with that. Whoa. 2 strokes. Gotta love the smoke they make, don't you? Maybe someday we'll get a startup on this one. Someday we'll get a startup on this guy. Not today, though. Video on that thing coming soon. Maybe when this is completely finished, video coming on it. And so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is just a quick update on the projects I have around my property and just why I haven't been posting. Like I said, the reason I haven't been posting is school has been super time-consuming. Got to get those straight A's, if you know what I'm talking about. So videos will be coming maybe spring break, summer break for sure. And I already have a few videos already made for that thing that I just have to edit. Those will be coming as soon as possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.